Hi, sweethearts. So, for me, this is right after the previous reading. For you guys, this is probably next day at best. Oh, I should probably say this. All of my readings are timeless. They are something that you and your soul decides to hear when it decides to hear it, when it finds you, okay? When the message resonates with you, there's a reason for it. You are ready for it to resonate with you. You're at a point in your life story where whatever message, or even sometimes you might listen to some. There's a reason why I'm saying this, and it might be tied to my readings that I provide, my collective readings, but it could also just be in general here now when you listen to collective readings. Sometimes you might listen to collective readings and you're like, oh, there's a message here. This resonates with me. Marvelous. But I don't really feel like the details fit, so it's not my collective. Well, it might actually come back. Like, or you might feel inclined to go back to a reading. And then perhaps you're not doing it because you're so convinced it didn't resonate the last time you listened to it that it probably, of course, then doesn't resonate now. Well, that's just not true. Because as you walk down your life path and you live out your life story, well, suddenly you might actually be part of that collective. So if you feel inclined to go and rewatch something, again, it doesn't have to be mine here. I'm just feeling very inclined to say it. Well, perhaps there is a new message that you didn't quite hear or resonate the first time you had this or watched whatever reading you watched. Or perhaps you've also joined the ranks of that collective. Because again, yes, my readings are timeless, but in truth, so are everyone else's. Unless they, specify that it is not, then listen to the reader. I can't speak for other readers. But in general, readings are quite often, very often, and usually timeless. And mine most certainly are. When you find them, they are meant to be found by you specifically. And if that means going back and re listening or re watching, well, then listen to your soul. If it's not right for you, well, that's not completely true. You might actually, if you feel inclined to go and watch something and it is not kind of losing you while you're listening to it or watching it, then quite likely there is something there for you, something that your soul wants or needs to have to progress, perhaps, in your life story, or to give you hope, or to give you something. But for some reason, I'm talking about all of this. I'm not quite sure why. When I picked some cards out, because I realized immediately, I was feeling it anyways, we are doing a love reading. And the last one was also a love reading, but it turned out to just be shadow work. This feels, energy-wise, this feels good. This feels exciting. This really feels like a love reading, almost like love bubble reading. And I love that. This is romance, I think. Just give me a sec. I just need to drink. It's tea. Of course, it's tea, guys. It's always tea. And the thing that I have heard since I picked out these cards for this specific love reading is a hidden gem. That might resonate for someone. And we're still working with the inspiration, I suppose, or the energy from this rock that I have. That on the outside literally just looks like a rock, like a gray, not gray, but like it has some yellow specks to it and like whatnot. And you have to open it up to see its glittery, beautiful core. I absolutely adore playing with it because it's kind of like a puzzle. It's not a good puzzle though, it has only 2 pieces. But they just fit so perfectly. When you make them, when you put them together, they just fit so perfectly. Absolutely adore it. And you open it up, and then voila. Et voila. I can't really speak. Is it French? I have no idea. I can't speak it anyways. And you have like this beautiful glittery core. I love it. I love it. I used to have it next to me when I was studying. If I needed a distraction, I could just pick it up and be like, ooh, this looks like the starlit sky. Or actually, it glitters even more, but still, you get my point. And so I got distracted a tiny bit and I felt joy and I was like, oh, this is amazing. And then I went back to it with the studying, I mean. I absolutely adore it. So, yeah, all of this probably relevant in one way or another for this reading, quite likely. Everything I say is relevant in some way or another. Either because, well, it ties into the reading, it always does, but either because this collective needs to hear it, or there's a message in here for those that do not resonate with the story, but still needed to hear, of their soul wanted to hear. Whatever message it was that came out. But okay, this reading, I feel like this is youthful joy. This is like, I don't know if this is new love, like it's a new person that's coming in. It could be. But I've also been talking about, the whole like hidden gem. So you might know this person from before. Or also I've also been talking about like go back and revisiting. So it might also be someone, maybe it's someone that you didn't expect to fall for. And then you suddenly see them with new eyes and you're like, well, damn. I don't know. I feel inclined, though, to start with what is this called again? Yeah, the Romantic Tarot. The Romantic Tarot. So we are firstly here putting down the story. Ooh, whoa, that just popped out. I haven't even started. Okay, fine. We're putting you over there. It's not part of the cards that were pulled, that we're going to like be pulling for the story, but it's probably highly guiding. I haven't looked at it. It's still upside down. This is just such a gorgeous deck. On the back side, it's like, I've showed it to you guys before, but it's like, it's yellow and it has like roses on it. I love roses. Anyways, let's see. What collective are we tapping into and what is their love story? Why do I feel like I should? Wait, I need to just... I am not sure why, but I felt like I have to do some more of the whole like turn them upside down and like also not. So we get lots of different things. Let's see what we're getting, okay? Okay, now I can. So we want the groundwork of the collective that we're tapping into and the love story that we're tapping into. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And the love story we're tapping into. The collective and the love story. So this is, the whole detailed part, right? Woo, woo, woo. This is like all over the place. All over the places. Okay, we got 3 cards. But then we also got the 4th, which was the one that popped out. So let's see. Why is everything here upside down? Just like checking. This is one of the decks that I don't actually turn upside down. And then so maybe I turned it all. Well, if I did, then there was a reason for that as well. Just saying. Does seem like it, actually. Now that I'm like looking through. But that doesn't mean like there are plenty of cards that are the right way around. Plenty. Yeah. No, it's not as unevenly distributed as I first thought. Okay, in that case, okay. So, the first card, the one that jumped out, that was the Queen of Pentacles. Upside down. Yeah. We're going to just read these because the Romantic Tarot, they have from the artist or the author, or both, like I'm not sure. They often add slight different stuff to it. So we're gonna do that first. Let's see, we have swords, pentacles. Oh yeah, that's also a thing here. So these different like kingdoms, I call them that, you know, but suits, these different suits, they are also tied to different cities. And so the suit of pentacles, that is Rome. Let's see, where's the queen? Yeah, the queen. So the big pot. Ask and it will be given to you. Offer and it will be accepted. The future is at the window and looks out to a sky brimming with promises. Offer. But it is upside down. And upside down can actually mean lots of things. It can be the energy to an extreme, the energy of the card to an extreme. Or it is the thing that you need to kind of focus on. Like truly need to focus on. Or it can also be the exact opposite. Because it's upside down, you know? I am not going to say quite yet what I feel this one is. But I do have some voices. Like it's my voice, guys, please. But I do have some intuition here popping out. And for me, it's sort of saying offer revoked. That's what I'm hearing. But I was also feeling too many offers given. So kind of like trying to plant too many seeds and not taking any of them seriously. Yeah, both of them. Both of them are ringing in my ears. Actually, they're ringing in my head. And then we have the Lovers. Upside down as well. Again, I'm going to read it. Let's see here. The Lovers. So, the embrace. One must never be ashamed of his weaknesses. Passion before burning. What? Passion before burning is a delicate dew. Recognizing each other. Hidden gem. This collective, I'm really... Yeah, you didn't recognize what you had. Offer revoked. Putting in offers. Many other places as well. Yeah, you didn't recognize what you had. I'm not even done with all of these cards, but you had the lovers and you revoked the offer. You were you were busy planting seeds also other places. I am not judging, okay? Okay, there's probably a reason for it. But it doesn't matter because the overall feeling of this reading was actually positive anyways. So let's just go through. We need, like, these are the details. This is the story. This is the collective that we are reading. This is what has happened, okay? And then we have Nine of Cups upside down. Nine of Cups usually just have one person, just saying, but in this one it actually has two, and it even has two birds. And this is wish fulfillment card, usually. So let's see. Suit of Chalices. This is in Venice. Let's see. Yeah, 9. The Lovebirds. In the fog of distraction, it is difficult to decide. But willpower does not fear the blankets of smoke. Perhaps you will lose some certainties, but you will find them again further on. Gratification. Oh, no. The shadow side. Yeah. Yeah, you went elsewhere. You didn't see this as what it was. You didn't. Oh, in the fog of distraction, you got lost. It is difficult to decide. Yeah, you felt that. But willpower does not fear the blankets of smoke. No, you got lost in it. You got lost in the fog and in the smoke. Smoke and mirrors. That's what I'm hearing. Smoke and mirrors. You got lost in the smoke and mirrors. You perhaps lose some certainties, but you didn't want to. But you will find them again further on. No, you didn't. And you didn't achieve the gratification. You didn't. You did go elsewhere. I'm not saying like you went into a different connection. I'm actually, that could be. I mean, everything I say for a reason. But what I'm also sensing is you just didn't exit the market, kind of. You didn't feel like this person was the person to exit the market for. Like, I mean, like the dating market or like the single market, or like you were not ready at that point. Because that's what I'm truly actually feeling here. You just were not ready at that point. And that's okay. Like, that's okay. You weren't ready to choose this person. You didn't see their value at this point. But that might have been because you needed to grow first. Maybe you needed to do some, I don't know, shopping around. Maybe you needed to experience whatever else you experienced. But, anyways, at the end of it, wait, I need to drink a little bit. Anyways, at the end of it all, you have now ended up with the Queen of Swords. That's Vienna. And the Queen of Swords is upright, actually. So, on the throne of swords, yeah, she kind of sits in the whole, like, you know, oh, it's the Game of Thrones. Yeah, just not completely. You'll see on the image that I post in Discord. Anyways, so on the throne of swords, wicked and cruel is the flame that encircles and swallows up the other flame. In any case, pay attention Envy is hidden in the grass. IDs. Yeah. This is why I'm reading from. When it comes to this one, I usually always read. Because this is not what I would. This is not the usual interpretations. Like the Queen of Swords is like. I was going to say soft spoken. She is not soft spoken whatsoever. She's like decisive. She knows how to speak in a way that makes people listen. She's sound, reasonable and all of that. But in this one, she probably is all of that too. What I'm sensing is now you realize, now you see clearly that hidden gem that we mentioned at the very beginning. You see it now. You see what you walked away from. You see what you revoked the offer from. You see that you walked away from some sort of wish fulfillment that could have been in your mind, that could have been like a true love connection. The lovers. You walked away from it. You revoked the offer. And now you're kind of in your mind facing the consequences of this. I'm feeling or scolding yourself is kind of running around in my mind right now. You might be scolding yourself for having done what you did. And there's some jealousy here, so I'm not sure. Maybe this other person has been connecting with other people, or I don't know. I mean, you walked away, so you can't really blame anyone. And I'm not sensing that you are either, other than yourself. But that's good because you're taking responsibility, okay? And again, I did actually have a positive feeling around this. So, with this next deck, I want to check how do you feel about this person? Because this is the story. This is what's happened. How do you feel about this person? This person on your mind, the person you revoked the offer to, the one that could have been your, the lovers, sort of. The lovers is like the ultimate lovers card in this deck. Very often it's 2 of Cups, but in this deck, it's this one. It's actually the Major Arcana, the lovers card. So I'm like sensing you might feel like this could have been the love of my life. I walked away, I revoked the offer. No. And then jealousy. But let's just see. How do you feel about this connection? What are your thoughts, feelings, and I wanted to say intentions. Usually don't put those together, actually. No, I do, but it's cleaner if I don't. But I said it for a reason, so fine. Thoughts, feelings, and true intentions. Thoughts, feelings, and true intentions, I suppose. For this collective towards the person on their mind. Ooh, that was almost, but it didn't. I am not checking. Going to have to voice your stuff, collective. Speak. You did not speak at all. There was not a single card popping out. What? I'll try once more, and if nothing pops out, I'm going to use a different deck. Okay, let's try again. Thoughts, feelings, and intention. True intention of this collective towards the person on their mind. Things are popping out now. There you see, you just needed a bit of encouragement. thoughts, feelings, true intentions with this collective towards the person on their mind. Okay, how many cards do we get? 3. We got 3 cards. Whoa, okay. So I feel inclined to turn this over. Okay. Should I be splitting it as well? Why? Okay, why should I be splitting it? No. I feel undecisive. I should just give me something. Oh, that's cute. And is it like one more? Like, why? Okay. Just sticking to this. I'm sticking to this. I feel like there's more. I feel like you have a lot on your heart. Because it's not that I feel indecisive of like, oh, what should I be doing? Kind of. But it's more of a, I have so much I want right now. And that makes sense, actually. Because what you got was first, you got love language, gift giving. So tokens of reciprocity, hold cherished memories. So there's something probably that you've been thinking about and whatnot. Like these are your thoughts and true intentions, right? Towards this person. And then there's also reaching out. Expect a call or a text from your person of interest. No, it's you. You do have this desire, at least, to reach out. I can't say whether or not you have the let's just say whether or not you've decided to do so. Because tokens of reciprocity and the whole like cherished memories, and then what you've landed on right now is the Queen of Swords. To me, you're kind of right now, you're stuck in your head. That's what I'm seeing. And then under, no, not under, but it is under the Queen of and the Queen of Swords. But right next to reaching out, we also have burning desire. Flames of passion ignite. Quite cool. But again, that's in your head, you know? That's inside you yourself. Yeah, it's directed towards this person, but it's still inside of your head. I'm feeling someone who is in their head, firstly and foremost. I just need to drink a bit, okay? Okay. And then at the bottom of the deck, usually I use the bottom of the deck card to like, say that this is the undercurrent of everything. But if I split it, then I do not usually end up with that conclusion. And that's what I did here. So it's not the actual undercurrent. That's important because the card was material attachment. And then it says too much focus on visible trappings. What I am instead feeling here, it's just underlining you being stuck in your head. This right collective, you're stuck in your head. Like, you can't see how you would put this connection back to what it was before you revoked the offer. And then, when I split it, I got falling in love. Sudden feelings that this is the one. Oh my god, that's exactly what we talked about, actually, from the very beginning. Yeah, this is a sudden realization. I'm not sure what has happened, but I'm thinking it might simply be you have actually had some experiences now. Perhaps you've had some growth and you've been able to compare this person towards Whatever else you experienced afterwards, oh my god, I was just moving this, but a card popped out and it's magnetism. Um, there is a gravitational pull to each other. You just because I was sitting here thinking, oh, that actually fell away. The thought, it fell away. I was what? But I was sitting here thinking, not just oh, what could have happened, but why? Why have you kind of gone back to this? And I think no, this is definitely what's been going on here. Yes, you moved away, but you could never truly move away from this person. There was just this magnetic pull towards them constantly. But I'm not saying that with all of the other people, you couldn't stop comparing them. With all of the other people, they could never quite live up. Whomever, like I don't even know if we're talking about lots of other people or if it's just one other person that you tested out afterwards, but you didn't exit the single market, I suppose. Or rather, at least you did not tie this person down. You let them go because you revoked the offer, right? But no matter what you did afterwards, and I'm not saying it's been like completely constant in your head, but I am saying there has been this constant being pulled back to them. But to be pulled back to someone, you must have first withdrawn, right? So you might have done this several times. I don't know. Like pulled back in, not because they have necessarily pulled you back in. I'm not sensing that at all because you are stuck in your head. You don't even know how to reach out now. You want to, but you don't know how. You just have all of this desire and this sudden realization and this constant magnetism and focus on the trappings, like the visible trappings that you can see. Too much focus on that and not focusing on. You are kind of in victim mode right now. I have to say, I'm sorry, but it is true. Because you are seeing all of the obstacles and none of the possibilities. You need to try and move out of that. There is no need to be stuck in victim mode. Life is meant to be lived. I'm not saying, so just send that message because I don't really know how you left this person. I don't. But I am saying, follow your true desires. And you have a burning desire towards this person. But right now, I have no cards telling me. No, that's not true, but it's based on your memories. You feel like you walked away from something that could have been your wish and your true love. Like this lifetime's true happiness, abundance, love. Your person. You feel like you revoked the offer from that person. But from like your current feelings and all of that, and this might be because you're not actually communicating with this person. But I'm not seeing like this is my soulmate and this is like whatnot. It's you have this burning desire. No, that's actually not true. Because I was focusing on falling in love, and for me falling in love is kind of surface level. But that's not true. You quite literally have a card that says sudden feeling, but sudden feeling, okay? That this is the one. But it ties back to cherished memories. And it ties back to the Lover's card and the Nine of Cups. The gratification that you never received and never chose. You walked away. You revoked that offer. But I was feeling such a wonderful energy when I picked out these cards. Where is the joy that I felt? God damn. Okay, I suppose what we're going to be doing now, let's check the kind of like the universe's perspective, whatever it is that you believe in. Let's just check their perspective on this relationship, like with the person on your mind. Kind of. Should you be reaching out? I mean, what I'm seeing here, you probably should consider, truthfully. You lose 100% of all the chances you do not take, okay? And those are also losses that you need to live with, and now you need to count in your accountant book of, I suppose, losses and wins in life. Not that like losses and wins are anything at all, but I'm just saying, you gain nothing from never trying. And if you have all of this, well, you're definitely not gaining this person by not reaching out. That will never happen. Okay, give me 1 second. Just need to drink. Okay. Let us see. Which deck should we be using then? The universe's perspective on all of this. I am sensing we should be using Lenormand. Why? No. No, we're using the upside down thing. Not upside down, but like the shuffled tarot. Shuffled. Oh, whoa. Yeah, that's just. But that's far too many. I'm sorry. We're not using that many. These, I don't actually have upside down. Or have I suddenly shuffled some of these upside down as well? Yeah, I did. Oh. It's just that I don't usually use that. You know? Doesn't really matter. Like, genuinely, it doesn't matter which way the cards come out, except it matters in how you interpret them, but they're not more positive or worse. It just is. Like, for example, me looking into your situation. Well, the situation is what the situation is, no matter what the cards. Well, no matter what the cards say, but no matter if the cards kind of tell your story or not. Your story is what your story is. You need to just face that. It's the only way to gain control over your story also, you know? Okay, let's see here. Just, since I have been, weirdly enough, shuffling them upside down and all of that stuff, I'm gonna do it again. It's okay. I'm still feeling this kind of excited feeling, you know? So it's probably not all bad. Okay, I think we're ready now. Here, yeah. So, universe's perspective about this connection between you and the person on your mind. Let's see if we can get some guidance. Universe's perspective on you and the person on your mind. Universe's perspective on this collective and the person on your mind. Ooh. Universe's perspective on you and the person on your mind and your connection. We're getting some cards, guys. Ooh. We are getting some cards. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Whoa. We're getting too many cards. Okay. Okay, so we got lots of cards, and I also no, I'm supposed to be dividing this one too. Okay, keeping this as that is, and dividing it where? Where do I want to divide? Where do I feel called to divide it? Ish here. Oh, okay. This one is going to be hard to take a picture of because you have so many cards. I will do my very best though. But, you know, I can only do as well as I can. So, what you got first was Knight of Pentacles. Ooh, but this Knight of Pentacles is actually the... So Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight, right? But this Knight of Pentacles is the person who is usually on the Chariot card from the Major Arcana. And they are riding a really cool looking zebra with a sphinx sort of headgear on them. They look really cute. Then they have like this really striking, because you know the zebra is black and white, but then they have like this really beautiful striking red what's it called, like the thing that you hold on to when you ride, for balance, I suppose, and also guiding the horse where it needs to go. As you might have realized, I am an avid horse person who goes riding a lot. This is my topic, guys. Yes. In case you didn't realize, I am not. I'm joking. I do not go riding a lot at all. In fact, I've only done it a couple of times in my life. And I'm quite sure the horse wanted to murder me. And a different time, it wanted to eat me. So, and I wasn't even like trying to ride that day. It just wanted to fucking eat me. Anyways, I'm drinking a tiny bit. I love horses. I have nothing against horses, okay? They're just not my favorite. Anyways, this is a zebra. This is really cool. So, the slowest moving, right? Knight has been combined with the fastest moving energy in the Major Arcana, the Chariot, the slowest moving knight, but the slowest moving knight is also the most determined knight, right? Has been combined with also one of the most determined energies in the Major Arcana. It's just that. Now it's highly alternative. It's highly alternative. And what I'm hearing is it's just that. A journey that has taken some time. And although you've been moving on, or charging on rather, this collective, decisively and all of that, it's just been extremely alternative. The route that you've taken has been extremely alternative. Your goal Oh, I wanted to say that your goal might have been to, you know, find your forever after and all of that, just because of the card that is next to it. But I'm sensing it might have actually been to experience as much as possible, rather, for this collective. But you had the offer, which was revoked, and, you know, the lover and all of that. Okay. So, from the universe's then perspective about this connection, give me a second. I'm interpreting this. I'm trying to listen to what I am feeling with this because it's so highly alternative because of the other cards. You know what? We're going to go through the other cards first. There is something that's lingering here that I can't really put my finger on, which makes a lot of sense, to be honest, because that's the feeling of this love interest, the person on your mind. It's been lingering, in the back of your mind, slowly emerging, but they have been the hidden gem. So it might simply be me picking up on that energy and like, this is where you used to be in, kind of the whole back and forth, and then the magnetism that I was talking about, where you did pull away and then felt pulled back in by some form of energy or reason or whatnot, and then you pulled away again and whatever. Quite likely, because again, for you to notice that there is magnetism, you would have to like move away from the source that you are drawn magnetically to. And to test it out, you'd have to do it more than once. But okay, so the card afterwards, then, the Knight of Pentacles, is Ten of Cups. But this Ten of Cups is combined with the setting for I always say Ten of Pentacles. But this time I feel unsure about it. For some reason, I also feel Ten of Wands. Because, okay, so the Ten of Cups, like that's kind of ultimate wish fulfillment, right? Like truly, that's ultimate wish fulfillment. It's not a wish fulfillment card, but it is ultimate happiness and all of that. But it is combined with all of the practicalities of the Pentacles. But it is it's not a wand, but the man is holding like a spear, which is just reminding me of the magician and his wand. And so because of that, I'm also sensing the wand and directing energy where you want it to go to get what you want. In the material realm. So it's a good combination then of basically combining everything that is good in a relationship. That's what I'm left with here. Because you have like the cups, ultimate emotional fulfillment, happiness. Wait, my nose is running. I'm still sick, guys. It's the same day for me, remember. I'm just as sick as I was perhaps yesterday when you perhaps heard the other reading. Timeless readings, though. But okay, yeah. So what I'm having here is ultimate emotional fulfillment. But we also have ultimate material fulfillment. And we also have ultimate, like, passion, life path fulfillment. It's like all of those beautiful things where you don't get caught up in your head. Because I don't feel the sword here at all. Like, at all. but I do feel all of these other things. And then after that, we have Nine of Swords. It's upside down though, just no, Nine of Swords, Nine of Cups, just as in the first, because we got this before. Remember, we got Nine of Cups in the Romantic Tarot. Well, now we also got Nine of Cups in this tarot, and in the shuffled tarot, and in this tarot, the person is, yeah, it's like, ultimate wish fulfillment and all of that, but they're just getting drunk. I'm going to have to say that's exactly what's going on here. They have all of these cups, and like, honestly, they look like they're drinking away their issues, escaping, numbing out, basically. But this is upside down. So we're moving away from it. We're moving away from the whole numbing out. Oh, okay, 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 okay. I'm getting it. I'm seeing it. Yes. Oh, this is beautiful. But it's all focused on you. It's all focused on you. I don't know how this will end up. I mean, no one can know how something ends up because, again, we have free will. We have free will. But that also means everyone else has free will. But this situation that you're in right now, at least, is beautiful. It is waking you up to what you truly want, and you are no longer numbing yourself out. Yes, it's taken a bit of time, and it's been highly alternative, the route that you've chosen, that you ended up on, but you needed to. Your growth was a bit unique, but growing through that uniqueness, you have, because again, like, you got the weirdest fulfillment card, like the weirdest 10, not just because it's, the shuffle tarot, and so you get more than just what you see, but you also got an extra one that I never see in this card. Like, yes, you got 10 of Cups, ultimate happiness. Yes, of course, you got 10 of Pentacles. So materializing into the material world. But you also got 10 of Wands. I never see 10 of Wands in this card, ever. But for you, I did. For this collective, I did. That's beautiful. You've realized that you want everything, and you can have it. You realize that you have control over your life because of this extremely alternative route that you have taken on a zebra that you've dressed up as a sphinx. Gorgeous. But that has led you out of your own numbing experience. Now you've been numbing yourself. That is also the point of all of this. It's the point of all of it. So, what you got afterwards then is 9 of Wands. And this 9 of Wands is in combination with the 9 of Pentacles. How gorgeous is that? Oh, I've never seen that before. Oh, I've never seen that before in this card. So in the 9 of Pentacles. Okay, first, 9 of Wands. That's, having the grit to withstand hard work, and like you have the resilience to do what is needed to be done. And yes, it's paining you, but by God, will you do it? Because you will, because it's worth it for you, right? I mean, in some interpretations, it could also be how you considered maybe not, but not in this one, not even close, not in this one, particularly because you have combined this with 10 of Pentacles. No, not 10, but 9 of Pentacles. This is achieving great success, abundance in your life through your own work, through your own grit. But the thing, and then it's also like you have passion because of the ones, that's it's the passion that's driving you underneath that, which does actually add quite well up with the burning desire. The burning desire is actually where it's been placed as well. Oh, okay. The situation that you are in right now is supposed to be giving you the burning desire and whatnot to make the changes that you need to make. probably for like reaching out or whatever it is that you need to do. It could also be other changes, but I mean, we have more cards to interpret. I don't think we need to pull any more cards than this. I might give you like an animal card or whatnot, but I can see that you are getting your guidance here. That's why you got all of these cards. But yeah, so what I never noticed before is that on this card, the person, because it has a hawk sitting on its hand, right? And the woman who is pictured, it's usually a woman at least, who is pictured on the Nine of Pentacles, she does that. She does have a hawk sitting on her hand. But this person has taken off their glove. So they're bleeding. The hawk is sitting there on their hand and they're bleeding. But it is worth it for this person. They're facing some pain to get closer to the source, basically. They are willing to bleed for this. This pain that you are experiencing right now, it's supposed to help you grow. It is actually supposed to drive you towards this creation energy that you have within you. Because now you've stopped numbing yourself. You've stopped lying to yourself, I suppose, to a certain degree at least. You've started facing the truth. You don't numb this out. You know what's happened now. You can see the loss and you're not numbing it out. You've realized it. That is gorgeous and that is brave. But you're also willing to face that pain because you can feel that in this pain, or at least this is, if you're just stuck in the whole, oh, this is painful, oh, I don't like it. If you're not currently viewing it as the source of your new greatness, because this is like, you are going to achieve greatness with this. You are. But if you're not viewing it as such, start shifting your interpretation of this entire situation. Okay? Do that, and you will gain the courage to sit in this pain. And this person is wearing all white. That's not usually the case for any of those two characters, actually. And their hair is completely white as well. You get a new start. Blank papers. Huh. This is gorgeous. I still don't know if you'll end up with this person, but it's not really irrelevant either. It's still a gorgeous love story. No matter what happens, you are finding yourself in this. Truly, you are. I might put down some cards at the end here about like what the other person feels and whatnot, because it's I don't know. I still have this like happy feeling. But you are going to truly evolve. For some weird reason, I am hearing, the whole Gandalf, the white, or Gandalf the grey and all of that, right? And then he is Gandalf the grey, and then he falls into the volcano, scourges himself completely, goes through the pain, and comes out as, is it Gandalf or is it Ganon? No, that's Zelda. It's definitely not Ganon. It's definitely not Ganon. It's the person in the Lord of the Rings, It's the cool wizard. Like, it's a really cool wizard. And he comes out as, this almost new reborn version of himself. Like he has all of the stuff that he carried with him before, but it's just like now he's also walked through the fire, and so he comes back even more powerful. This is gorgeous. This is really gorgeous. And the cards that came out afterwards were also all upside down, just saying. But don't fair. As I said when I was shuffling, that doesn't really make a huge difference. So, the first card you got upside down was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's what I thought. 6 of Cups upside down. What card is this originally, though? Sensing 6 of Pentacles here. It's just that it also had like this cloud thing. It's about the seeds that you sow and the dreams that you hold. So for me, 6 of Cups is very much nostalgia, and it can also be people coming back from the past, and that all makes sense with all of this, right? But it is also, to me, often being stuck in the past. You know, everything was great before. Oh, why can't I have what I used to have? And that is kind of what I'm seeing here as well. But it is also, you know, with the 6 of Pentacles, that's distributing out of your own abundance, kind of, or sharing. It's sharing. You don't even really have to have that much. It's just you giving of what you have, at least. And my favorite version of it is from the what's it called? What is it called? The Divine Tarot or something like that. Where it's based on stories. So there is this older lady that is giving all of her pentacles to the bugs around her. And in the story, it's about her basically choosing to let these bugs get her resources and survive because she's old and she's been basically thrown out into the wilderness by her people. And so she's quite literally choosing death or unaliveness. I'm not sure I can say that word. I'm a bit unsure. Anyways, so that's what she's choosing, right? But her kindness makes it so that they come back and take care of her as well. What you put out, you get back threefold. We just went through this. Well, I mean, for me, it's just. For you, it probably was yesterday or something. But because I'm seeing this person planting seeds into these cups, and it is the 6 of Cups and also Pentacles, what I am seeing is a person who will actually end up, because of this, moving away from continuously planting seeds based on the past because you want what you had. And that is kind of the reason behind you giving what you give. When you're moving away from that, you start giving because of abundance. You start giving because that is love. You don't give as a means of sowing what to get, although that is, of course, what you'll end up practically doing, but it's not the motivation. And the reason is because you've actually walked through your fire and you've become this much more independent person that knows what they want now. And you want everything in love, is what I'm sensing. You want everything. And so, from the universe's side, when you've learned all of this and when you do act, you won't act from that perspective anymore. And another thing that kind of builds up under this is the 10 of Pentacles, because you got that, but this is the shuffled tarot and it's upside down. The 10 of Pentacles in this is heavily combined with the 10 of Swords. This person has quite literally succumbed to, or succumbed under, all of their material stuff. It has crushed them. And it's the end of a story. Because it had to. It ended them, basically. It's a sad card, but it's because it's a card where everything that has materialized in your world has held great value. You worked hard. You've achieved it even. But it wasn't actually fulfilling for you. It crushed you. The weight of it crushed you. So I usually interpret it as someone who has achieved everything, but at the cost of themselves. Usually someone then that has achieved what everyone said would feel amazing, that would be a great life, but they never actually stopped and listened to themselves. Do I feel like this was a great life? Truthfully. When I live this life, do I feel in alignment with myself? And when the answer is no, and you keep on pushing, you might get the result, but you will never get peace. You will never get happiness. You will never get your life because you've chosen to live someone else's life. I just need to drink a bit, okay? Okay. But this is upside down for you. This is very much upside down for you. So this is part of the thing that you are waking up from, the numbing thing that you are waking up from. You don't want this. You're really starting to realize what it is that you want. And it is not this. You want to live for yourself. And then you got the 3 of Pentacles. Again, upside down. Oh, it's just my stomach. Don't listen to it. Ignore it. I'll eat something afterwards. I went straight into this one. I probably need some more food now. But this 3 of Pentacles is combined with the 3 of Cups. And the 3 of Cups is, choosing in love. If I get a 3, then it's very often third party. But I'm not going to call it that in this. In this, I'm rather going to say that you have changed your perspective from not being able to choose one specific one because you chose many, or you still felt the desire towards many, a lifestyle perhaps. For some reason, it's ringing in my ear, so I'm going to say it. You kind of chose the player persona. I'm saying this because when I'm looking at this card, I am feeling like, and this isn't gendered, okay? Like none of this is gendered. But I'm feeling someone, this might only apply to a few of you guys. I'm saying it because I always say details have to fit, but this one specifically I feel might only apply to a few of you guys. So, you might have chosen what would give you kind of that, I want to say, group recognition, but it's like imagined group recognition. It's like in those player handbook things that are telling you like you can get everyone and anyone, and then in this collective you were really into that. But again, it might just be some very specific people in this collective, okay? So it might not be for everyone, this specific detail, because it's ringing so clearly in my head that this might not be for everyone. Okay, I'll stop underlining it. But the point is, I really feel that. I really feel that some of you might have actually chosen that. And then you've now realized it isn't fulfilling you. It isn't giving you all of the things that they said it would give you. It's not giving you peace and happiness. It's not giving you what you actually want. That is not the life you actually craved. You craved this person, or at least how you remember it. You craved that connection, the one that you revoked the offer from. That's what you're craving. And you've gone through the evolution to see that and to realize that. And then you also got the magician upside down. But this one is specifically, because again, like it's the shuffled one, right? And this one is extra unique because it is the lovers from the lovers card that is standing here. A nudge back to what you revoked the offer of and now you just suddenly realized, right? But in this one, it's not just that it's the magician. It's not just that they are creating or manifesting with all of the available. Oh, I'm saying resources for some reason, but that's not what I mean. I meant all of the available energies because you have all of the suits set, you know, the sword, the wand, the cups, and the pentacles. But it might actually have to be something with resources, to be honest. But they are creating all of that. And these have a child. So this is about creating a family, which again ties back to the whole like the 10 of cups that we talked about earlier on. That you used an alternative route to get there, but you got there. And now you are realizing that this is what you wanted. And the route that you have been taking, well, you might not realize this, but when you revoked the offer, that's also kind of what you revoked. You revoked that reality and you want it now. Or rather, you realize that you want it now. And I was going to say that the route that you chose didn't lead you to it, but that's not true. So I'm sensing more of a whole like you might be feeling that this route that you chose because you are stuck in your mind. Remember that. We talked about this in the beginning. You are stuck in your mind, right? And you don't know how to tackle this. So the route that you took, the choices you made, you quite likely feel is hindering this now because it was so alternative, and then you suddenly ended up feeling, yeah, but this is what I wanted. This was what I wanted. But the universe isn't saying that this is too late, not even slightly. It's actually saying this is how it was meant to be, kind of. Like, I'm not saying you should have done whatever you did, because I don't know that. But what I am saying is that from the universe's perspective here, this was essential. This is just part of the realization. And then you got Page of Pentacles. And the Page of Pentacles is combined with I'm not sure I've gotten this version of the Page of Pentacles, to be honest. Huh. I'm sensing, though, the page. Oh, don't listen to my stomach. I mean, you kind of have to because you're like, there's a Mika. But ignore it, okay? It's just working. It's just telling me, hey, we're empty. Okay, did you guys know that? Like when it growls and stuff like that? This is what I'm saying. Just remember, it is your body actually working. It's because there's constant like contractions, the muscle contractions in your digestive system. But if it's empty, then you can kind of hear the echoes of it all, you know, the workings. So that's what's going on. You can hear it because there are echoes. Emptiness. Just like you are feeling in your life, but you don't have to. You don't have to. You're taking the perfect route. It's just quite alternative, okay? But you wouldn't experience this growth, you wouldn't experience these realizations if you didn't do this whole roundabout thing for you. So this is almost part of your shadow work. I'm just going to say, it truly is. Like you had to go through what you went through to see what you now see, to now then change your course and get what you will get. And what you will get is from now on not what you had, because you, if you let this be your almost origin story, if you let that happen, you are facing complete change. You just need to be able to not sit through, but like actually see your shadows and be able to integrate your shadows, turn into like white Gandalf. And to do so, you're going to have to accept the pain of it all. Face the pain, throw away the gloves, do not sugarcoat anything for yourself. Get down, dirty and gritty. Accept the pain so that the what's it called, like you need to let a wound bleed so that it can kind of flush away bacteria or whatnot. You need to do that, or at least you should have some alcohol or something to like, you know, pour away or like wash away that whole situation, which because you don't want it to be continuously infected. So there will be pain in healing a wound, no matter. There is always pain, no matter the course you choose to take. But yeah, so the Page of Pentacles, that was your next one, right? And the Page of Pentacles here, I'm genuine, but I'm also, it's weird with you, you get like, also with the Ten of Cups, but in this one, I'm feeling both a combination between Page of Pentacles, Page of Swords, but also Page of Cups. I mean, there is a reason why I reached for this one. So all of the combinations is essential for you guys and this reading and the interpretation of the symbols and whatnot. So what I'm sensing here is, again, a complete reset and a new story, a new adventure, a new way of looking at life. And it's both in like the material realm but it's also in thought process here, like how you view things and how you feel about things. You're starting fresh because of all of this, because of the realizations and whatnot. And then the last and final card that you got, and this wasn't supposed to be a card, but it revealed itself during this whole thing. That is the Star. Oh, but the Star, is combined with the World. This is absolutely gorgeous. This is absolutely gorgeous. So the Star is healing and hope and in combination with the World, this is a new story, and you having ultimate creation power. You are the creation. You are everything that you need to be, and you are realizing it. And she's just washing herself with this like cleansing water as she's healing herself. It's absolutely gorgeous. You needed to go through this. Yes, you might feel a bit odd on your zebra, like you've dressed up as a Sphinx. You've been trying to charge about all around, but it's been going slowly for you. But by doing this, you have been doing healing work. You've been doing shadow work. Just let yourself properly heal now. Feel the pain, sit through it, and start fresh. The pain is there for a reason. These wants and desires, they are there for a reason. Okay? Oh, my sister is calling me. But it didn't actually turn off this, which highly again indicates have you considered reaching out? Because my sister is like literally calling me. I was going to take some more cards. I might still do that actually. You know what? It doesn't matter what this person does or does not do, because the only thing that truly matters here is that you will gain all of it. You are gaining this because you are changing to the core of you. This is such a beautiful reading. No wonder I was feeling so wonderful. And like this was like, oh, this is a great thing. And then I was like, but what? I want to pull some cards though of the other person. Let's just see. You know what? I'm not specifically saying the other person. Instead, I took some bunny cards out. I love the bunny cards. Do I have these upside down or not? It seems like I don't, because they're so adorable. Why would I? No, I have them, some of them. No, I don't. Yay, okay, then we are not messing around with these ones. They are staying as they are. Haha, because they are adorable. So, I just want to have like, once you've done this, I want to see your love life. Okay? I'm not tying this to a specific person. Free will and all of that. Don't get too caught up on a specific outcome. You want the emotions, not the face. I am like in my oracle deck that I am creating, I use it's from Shakespeare, you know, so it's like a rose by any other name. What I wanted to write, but it didn't really ring that well. A rose by any other face. It doesn't matter. It's the emotion you want. Okay? So, I want to see what you get after this massive transformation. I want to see your like love life. This one or two. That's we're not. I don't think we're going to keep it because I didn't actually. But it was the Six of Pentacles, and we talked about that. It's literally going straight back to this one. But this one is, of course, the right way up, kind of. Like it's not upside down. And it has some scales on it as well. And, you know, it's about giving and receiving equally. God, you're going to have a great one after this. You're going to get a true partner after this. You just need to go through with, like, you need to follow this through, this healing process. Follow the steps. Do what you feel inclined to. Okay? I put it back now, the card. Put it back because I want 3 cards. Give me 3 cards. This collective, their love life, not necessarily right after, but just like as a result of this journey, I want their love life, the collective's love life, as a result of this beautiful alternative healing journey. Love life. The right collective. Woo. Oh my god, you got King of Wands. Okay, I need to continue on focusing. This collective's love life as a result of this healing journey. Oh my god, this is so beautiful. As a result. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, that one jumped over there. I'm keeping it there. As a result of this healing journey. why are they jumping all around? Like, they're really jumping everywhere. The love life of this collective as a result of this healing journey. Okay. So, they jumped all around. What we got was, first, King of Wands. So, you're getting someone. You're going to be lining up with someone highly magnetic. There's lots of passion here. And not just passion, we also have very often, and I don't hear this usually, but very often it has to do with grunder energy. Or like they carry that energy. They can start stuff, you know, the King of Wands. They can follow their passion and actually make it appear in this world. So yes, they kind of materialize it, but it's all based on their passion, right? So it doesn't have to be a grunder or grunder. I don't know how to pronounce that in English. Doesn't really matter, but it is there's passion here, and it's starting something new for you. But then after that, you got the Moon card, which is combining the animalistic side of you, so which is basically actually your human side, or you could tie it back with the passion card here, I'm just gonna say, with the spiritual. But it doesn't have to be spiritual per se, it's just the hidden, so emotions. But then, and I let these stay where they jumped. And I am kind of happy I did that, because one of them jumped far to the left and one of them jumped far to the right, and they literally landed on top of like other cards. So I am letting these cards stay as they are. So the first one that jumped out and placed itself far to the left, and actually underneath the Knight of Pentacles, you know, like the one where I was like, oh, you're riding on a zebra. This was like the beginning of the Shuffle Tarot. 10 of Swords. The end of a chapter. It's positive no matter where you want to place it. Honestly, it's the end of a chapter. It's over. That old thought process thing, that's over. But I wanted to keep it there. And I still want to keep it there. Because, well, I didn't know that then, but I let it stay where it landed. And I'm happy because the card that landed far to the right and landed on top of the star, because of how I placed it, it was really odd. When I take a picture, it might not look like that because I wanted to put the star beneath the Magician and the Page of Pentacles, but the Ace of Swords landed there. And it landed, like, again, far to the right. So it's like basically at the very end of this reading, because it's right next to it, basically. If that makes sense. Like the reading is in the middle and then the star temporarily was placed to the right of the reading. You're starting something completely new. Because of this journey, I can't tell you exactly how your love life will look like. I feel like I'm not supposed to either. Like, yeah, that's a cop-out, but honestly, I didn't get any cards that would specify this. And I have not felt like I should be reaching out to check this person. Not for this general collective reading. And that might be because for some of you, this person might truly be a person that you end up with. But then again, for others, it might not. But it doesn't matter, because for this entire collective, when you are going through what you're going through, when you're doing what you are doing, when you are healing, you will still end up with something that is profoundly fulfilling. emotionally, and also passionately, which is amazing. Like you're getting what you want. Quite literally, you're getting what you set out to get. You're getting the thing that you feel like you lost when you revoked the offer. You're getting it. So long as you just do the healing. Ace of Swords. It's a complete new beginning. It's a new journey. It's a new adventure. It's a new way of thinking, of relating to the world. Because you've done so much healing. It's absolutely gorgeous. And again, it landed on top of the star, but it is also in combination with the world card, the end of the story, the end of the major arcana's story. This is absolutely gorgeous. Guys, keep on doing what you're doing. This collective. Keep on healing. You're already doing it correctly. Like literally. That's what this reading isn't really here to give you more steps to follow, more guidance on what you should be doing in healing. It's literally telling you just keep on walking this path that might feel and look a bit alternative and strange. But it's the fact that you have now walked away from all of the things that made you blind. You have stopped numbing yourself. And you've chosen to face everything, also the pain. Keep on doing that. You will find your true abundance, independence, and self-earned happiness in it. I'm saying that because of, the whole Nine of Pentacles vibe to it. But for you, that is directly tied in with your love life. Perhaps also your pentacle path, I don't know, like what you are receiving at the end of this, what you are attracting because you are embodying it, because you've healed, because you've grown, because you're now starting with new pages, new blank pages. You're starting a new story because of all of that. You're taking responsibility. That's basically what you're doing. And because of it, you're also creating and attracting energetically what aligns with that, which is precisely what you want energetically, because it aligns with you. Okay, this is a gorgeous reading. I have nothing to add. I have no cards to add. There's nothing. This is gorgeous. Guys, keep on doing what you're doing. I'm so proud of you. If no one else has told you, I am so proud of you. This is painful. And this is beautiful. Okay. This has been your reading. Remember, like, subscribe, comment, do all of those marvelous things. And until next time. Mwah.